very excited about what we can do across the board with energy and to combat global warming. But we have to undo some of the damage that has been done during the last 7 years. In 2005, Dick Cheney essentially pulled together his energy buddies and they wrote an energy bill. And that energy bill gave billions and more in subsidies to oil companies. That was bad enough. It also did something which is having a direct impact on your state and mine. It removed from states the power to determine whether or not liquefied natural gas terminals would be placed in states. I'm fighting one in Long Island Sound. Some of you may know the geography there. It's a narrow body of water between New York and Connecticut. One of the big oil companies wants to site a floating LNG terminal right in the middle of the Long Island Sound. I've been against it and fighting it. Here in Oregon, there are plans on the drawing boards for 3, the south and the middle coastal and the north of your state. And what this bill did was to take all power and put it into the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, which is, of course, stacked with those who have the same mindset as George Bush and Dick Cheney. I want to call up one of your fellow citizens, Ann Berlinger. She's a local organic farmer from Gales Meadow Creek. And I'll be her easel and hold up these beautiful pictures of the more than 200 varieties of vegetables that she grows organically. And she's concerned that the federal government, because of this energy bill, may use eminent domain to lay a liquefied natural gas line through her property. And that will not only disrupt her organic farm, but it could cause environmental ramifications, not only to her, but throughout her region. And I would love, Ann, for you to explain to everybody.
I'm not very slick, so I don't have a PowerPoint or anything. I did bring an aerial photograph of my farm, which maybe you can see. This is our field, and this orange line is where they want to put the pipeline. The construction easement is 150 feet wide. Our rows are 120 feet long. It would wipe us out for an entire season, while giant road-type machinery would come and dig a trench through the soil that we've been building for 15 years. It would take out our new energy-efficient, water-efficient irrigation system, just absolutely destroy it. It would run over our well and our neighbor's well. In the Gales Creek Valley, good wells are few and far between. We're fortunate enough to have one, and when our neighbor couldn't get one on his property, we did one on ours for him. But it goes beyond just our farm. It's public and private forest land throughout Oregon. It would run across the Mount Hood National Forest with a clear-cut, 150 feet line, permanent through some of those late successional reserves that were created by the forest plan. It would have terrible impacts on the fishing industry. There's a beautiful steelhead in Gales Creek. It's going to cross Gales Creek about 10 pounds. There's Como salmon that spawn about a quarter mile from our house in Highwood Creek. And all of that beautiful habitat would be totally messed with. Our wineries, our nurseries would all be impacted. And finally, we would have a pressurized but not odorized 3-foot wide gas line, 1,400 pounds per square inch pressure, going right through our yards, our neighborhoods, within 500 feet of the Gales Creek Elementary School, within 200 feet of the Dilly Elementary School. These things blow up. There was an explosion on the Umatilla Indian Reservation in 1999. You know, you can see it, if you do a Google search, you can see a picture of that. So, Senator Clinton, if you're president, how will you do energy planning and regulation to keep this kind of thing from happening?
Let me tell Ann that I'm the only candidate who voted against Dick Cheney's energy bill. And I believe this is a clear difference in this campaign between me and my opponent, because you can talk about going after the oil companies, you can talk about preventing these power grabs by the federal government, or you can act. I acted. I voted no. And I will continue my efforts to hold the oil companies accountable and to return authority to states and local governments who should have the opportunity to speak out and exercise their authority.